Hi, I'm Bruce McCormack, Scrum Master with our project management team. Today I'd like to review Professional Scrum with you for your consideration to transition the entire project management department to Professional Scrum. The purpose of this presentation is to orient and engage upper management for support, to present Professional Scrum as an advanced mindset and methodology, to review characteristics, best practices, and benefits, to review techniques that influence project's leadership, and to transition to Professional Scrum, its methodologies and values. Some fundamentals to Scrum that's also applicable to Professional Scrum is empiricism. This is where we take experience and observation to make our decisions. The application of agile methodologies. This is where we apply iterative and incremental processes in a production environment. Scrum has events or activities where we conduct our business. So we have a sprint, and within sprint there is a sprint planning phase that is at the outset of the sprint period. And then each day there is a daily scrum that is in essence a meeting among the team members to review the tasks and progress and activities, etc. At the end of the sprint period, we have a sprint review, which is to review the progress and relative to the sprint goals that everybody's required to focus on and commit to, and then a sprint retroactive. Excuse me. That is a process where we kind of take a look back at where we can make improvements, and then feed that back into the sprint planning process in the beginning, and again make improvements on that. Scrum also has artifacts which are referred to as product backlog. That's a series of tasks with relative statuses on each of those tasks. We have sprint goals, and then we have the definition of done. That is very critical in our production environment. We also have our teams that are self-managed and they're empowered to make decisions. Another key fundamental is continuous improvement. So this is based on the learned processes in the production environment in order to make progress. The other key fundamental is that processes are simplified. The idea is to apply order to complexity. And over here to the right, I have the basic Scrum values: courage, focus, commitment, respect, and openness. These are values that individuals and teams take on themselves and practice in principle to conduct their business and activities. Professional Scrum. One key differentiator with Professional Scrum is growth mindset. This is where individuals and teams are trying new strategies to be innovative, to grow through hard work, good strategies, and to provide and receive input from others. There is a measurement of value that is important, and that is we capitalize on setbacks. A setback is something that is an event or a condition that simply did not go very well. What we do is focus on that, learn from it, turn that back around and redo it, and ensure that we're making progress on it. The idea is Professional Scrum is outcome oriented. We embrace ethical standards in the process of our production, but the key is we're focused on outcome, not so much focused on all the intricacies of the process, but again, our goal is the outcome. The applicability of Professional Scrum is it's an excellent methodology for team-based production environments. Some main characteristics I've got listed here, some core tenets: measuring value, focused oriented on outcome. It's an ongoing learning process environment, empiricism. And over here to the right, you can see where I've got growth mindset. There's a graphic that also points to courage, commitment, respect, and trust. These are key characteristics that kind of differentiate Professional Scrum from what we refer to as Scrum or the basic Scrum, mechanical Scrum. So it's an elevated level. It's really a set of key characteristics that are very profitable and beneficial. Some best practices. We value, or the concept of value is a high priority. So we align all the work relative to the customer's target value. One key is consistency, where we have an agreement on value achievement. This is key across the entire team, and especially if you have multiple teams. One key best practice I like is the continuous integration, where in a production environment we maintain momentum throughout, start to finish on production, because one of the key aspects of continuous integration is the iterative process, where frequent verification of validation is performed. This is where we measure the level of production, the correctness, the rightness, and ensure that it passes all acceptable tests. If it does not, it goes back and gets redone. This is where you have to make a decision where you continue on with a bug, or you simply stop and redo it and get it right the second time around. I've listed out a couple of key benefits here. Professional Scrum is designed to solve multiple complex problems. It measures through quality and incremental progress. It's fast feedback during production, as I was talking about continuous integration. Quick results through innovation. That's another key aspect. Continuous improvement, quick adaptation to change, improved customer satisfaction, and taking ideas from ideas to delivery and accelerate that process is another key benefit. Influences to project's leadership. Being a Scrum Master, one key role is to be in a support role. And what that means is to provide and establish a bottom-up leadership style instead of a top-down. The support role is received far better across the teams than somebody top down telling everybody what to do. The idea is the Scrum Master is there to support and facilitate requirements, remove impediments, but support the team's activity. Another key influencer is coaching, Scrum coaching. Coaching comes from product owners, Scrum Masters, peer members in the team. Coaching is positive. It can be the right kind of criticism that you need to turn an activity around, but it's very important. Professional agile leadership support is also essential in understanding the values and why leadership and sponsorship for support of agile practices is important. Some experiences from implementing professional Scrum. It produces high-level team focus, commitment, and value. It's effective for time management through these sprint intervals and timelines. One key component that I like is it also we've experienced an evidence-based management process, where this is a method of validating and measuring quantitative data, so you can ensure that you're on the right track. Here is a brief graphic on what the Scrum team looks like. We have our artifacts that are the product backlog, the sprint backlog, and the increment. And then we have the single, in this particular case, a single team. We have the daily Scrum, the sprint review, sprint planning, and the sprint retrospective. So to conclude, professional Scrum it's a proven methodology based on Scrum values and principles. It's excellent for turning around non-Scrum based projects. It instills a powerful, innovative, and collaborative mindset in teams. That's key. Is that mindset is the big differentiator for professional Scrum over mechanical Scrum. It's a new way of thinking to solve complex problems. Its focus is on ethics and the best values for customers. It's iterative, incremental, and measurable. So what I have here next is just a series of references, and then I'd just like to wrap it up and say thank you very much for your support and sponsorship.